should you watch Kekkai Sensen? And in the next few minutes, I'll tell you if it's your next binge. So, what's it about? Well, you see, 3 years ago, from one moment to another, a gate opened smack dab in the middle of New York, and fog swallowed the whole damn city. What was formerly New York is now Hell Salem's Lot, the city where Earth and the other world blend together. And there, people live with mystical creatures, turns out they actually exist, and superpowers, even if rare, have also become real. We follow Leonardo Watch, who just tries to survive in this crazy city where anything can happen and supernatural stuff is just normal, like the idol of a god randomly appearing. Hell Salem's Lot is a place where the bizarre is just everyday life. Imagine walking down a street and an alien decides to rob a bank. So the police shows up in giant exosuits and shoot the place to pieces. You decide to get out of there, so you hail a cab. But your driver is just a floating brain. Well, he drives you to your apartment, but on the way, a monster truck appears and just starts eating all the other cars. That's what it's like living in Hell Salem's Lot, and honestly, I can't imagine it's that different from normal New York. The humor thrives on absurd situations like that, and the characters' outlandish reactions. But that's not the central focus of the show, so don't expect any big punchlines or jokers here. Leonardo Watch is just a broke guy, you know, your average dude in every way. But he does have some grit and some luck. And the all-seeing eyes of the gods, some say that's worth mentioning. He came to Hell Salem's Lot to find 1. Answers and 2. A cure for his sister. Through luck and some incidents, all starting when a monkey stole his camera, he ended up joining the secret group Libra. Full of crazy superpowered people, they try to maintain the stability of the city and save the world when necessary. Leo is the main character, so we see everything from his perspective. That increases the stakes, makes the action more enjoyable, and helps the comedy. Since only New York has become a crazy place, Leonardo is still used to the normal world. So when your cheeseburger is actually a giant insect that tries to eat you, we get a nice reaction. He also made friends in Libra, and the most important among them would be Zap Renfro and Klaus von Reinhardt. And if you have a normal person, you naturally need some crazy people to make it more interesting. So stick around to meet Libra's wild crew. Zap is brash and cocky, but he becomes a good friend to Leo. He usually plays around a lot, but when things get serious, so does he. Zap obtained the ability to control his blood and turn it into different shapes, usually blade, set it on fire and even blow it up, which does look pretty cool. On the other hand, Klaus is a strong and kind man. Not only is he extremely intelligent and superpowered, but he is also the leader of Libra. He believes in the good of people, even if they don't show it.
なぜなら、君はまだ諦めきれずにそこに立っているからだ。光に向かって一歩でも進もうとしている限り、人間の魂が真に敗北することなど断じてない。
He uses a fist-fighting style that seals his enemies, if it doesn't just plain crush them. There are some more people in Libra, and they all get some screen time, especially in the second season, but I'll keep the video short and not talk about them. And next up, why the animation rules. The voice acting is immersive and very much believable, which is something that usually happens with Japanese voice actors since they always take it seriously, which makes them top of the world in that regard, at least in my eyes. The fight scenes are also fluid and vibrant, with high-grade lighting giving every moment depth, and even the quieter scenes feel polished, which is rare, since usually the budget goes to, well, the flashy fight scenes. You can also see that in the intro and outro. Both are spoiler-free and pretty good in my eyes. The songs are jazzy tunes and rather relaxing, yet still adventurous. In the intro you see the flavor of this new New York City, and in the outro you get to watch the characters dancing in pretty nice animations. Kekkai Sensen is made by Studio Bones, which is known for some pretty big franchises like My Hero Academia and Mob Psycho 100. And you can say about those shows what you want, but the animation is usually impeccable. At least I have never seen a show from Bones that had disappointing animation. On my anime list, where fans rate shows, 400,000 users gave Kekkai Sensen a 7.59, and I think that's fair. I would probably give it an 8, and here's why. The show did a good job of capturing the new world that New York City turned into and what it must be like for Leo to suddenly be in it. I also liked the humor the show went for, and the same goes for the animation style and the music. Currently there are 2 seasons and an OVA, and in the second season it takes a bit more of an episodic approach, where we follow a different character each time and get to see a day in their life instead of Leo being the fixed perspective. And to answer the question of the entire video, yes, you should watch Kekkai Sensen. If you're into fast-paced action, quirky humor and a wild world, Kekkai Sensen deserves a shot from you. And if you're new to anime, this is a pretty good place to start. And with that, thank you for watching. It means a lot to me, and it would mean even more if you decided to subscribe. And on top of that, please tell me down in the comments what else I can add to these videos to make them better.